to see you're back and ready for more. Dust off those eyeballs as here comes this week's Gamface blast from the past. Stand at the ready, or sit, you know, whichever.
Do you ever feel like regular attacks aren't quite spectacular enough? So do we, which is why we put together the top 5 ultimate jutsus from Naruto Ninja Storm. These are some serious moves, people. Prepare to be blown away. Firstly though, a little about the story. Naruto resides in the quaint surroundings of Leafy Village, where he's a pupil of the Ninja Academy. Naruto is a little different to most students there. For starters, he has blonde spiky hair. Oh yeah, and he is bound to the spirit of the deadly Nine-Tails Fox, which attacked and nearly destroyed the Leafy Village years ago. You'll guide him through the early storylines from the cartoons, playing classic battles all the way. The countdown begins with the puppet master Kankuro. This is one scary guy. His secret move, the Iron Maiden, separates the limbs of his ventriloquist weaponry, fires them into the air, revealing sharp blades at the base of each bit. They shoot downwards before hitting his opponent, pinning them to the ground. If that wasn't enough, the head which hits last is in fact a bomb, which explodes, devastating. Kakashi is a brave and powerful ninja who has mastered all styles of shinobi. Tinged with electrical ability, he makes good use of this for his ultimate jutsu. The lightning blade flings the target into the air as Kakashi launches himself after them, using his electrical current to keep them flying upward until a suitable height has been reached. He then uses a double lightning bolt to fire his former opponent into the ground. Lightning may look cool, kids, but believe us, it hurts. Gaara is a fierce fighter in the Naruto world. As the youngest Kage, he has something of a reputation. Fighting his battles by summoning sand and forming it into giant fists to batter his opposition, it's the same sandy theme that makes up his ultimate jutsu. Summoning a giant sand tsunami that would wipe out most small towns, Gaara hurls it towards his opponents, completely encasing them in a mountain of sand. As if that wasn't enough, they're then given a burial as Gaara smashes a small heap downward, crushing you within. Sand everywhere, enemy destroyed, all in a day's work. The penultimate spot on our countdown goes to Gaara's sister and fellow ninja, Tamari. Using her giant iron fan in battle, it is also put to work for her ultimate jutsu. Using its wind-creating ability, she whirls those facing her into a giant tornado, unable to move or escape. Then comes the blade dancing. Her companion, a small cat-like creature, wields a somewhat smaller but equally sharp and dangerous scythe and is looking for a fight. Thrown from her fan, this crazy cat slices the full length of the tornado-encased victim. Nothing, and we mean nothing, says cool like a scythe-wielding cat. The greatest ultimate jutsu of all time. And it goes to our man Naruto. This wily little ninja is all about speed and confusion. Classic ninja techniques, and never used more appropriately than with his ultimate ninja handbook. Creating hundreds of shadow clones of himself, they charge at Naruto's enemy and leap into the air, crashing down on this poor foe, trapping them. From here, the Narutos form a chain as they run away from the mound with the opponent on the very end. The first Naruto leaps into the sky, bringing the others with him as they twist in the air, sending Naruto's victim crashing to the ground at the end of a giant ninja whip. Devastating, epic, #1 on our countdown. There you have it, folks. That was our top 5 ultimate jutsus from Naruto's Ninja Storm. Kind of makes you want to become a ninja ring, doesn't it? Well, we're off to find our own Leafy Village to protect, ninja style.
Giving makes the giver happy, more so than the receiver. So I'm giving you the chance to win. Yes, it's our weekly competition, and this week's prize is well worth the effort of a quick phone call, believe me. It'll bring happiness to your home, and maybe a dent or two in your letterbox. Here's the lowdown. We're actually offering you a choice of what you want to win in our competition. Do you like to rock? Then you'll want our Guitar Hero 5 bundle of game, guitar, drums, mic, and a copy of Guitar Hero World Tour. Maybe you drool over the shiny curves of those sexy supercars, then choose the strictly limited edition Ferrari F430 model and a game. Just call me on 0901 533 5055 and answer the following question for a chance at winning. Which of the following games has not been released yet? Is it Fallout 3, Street Fighter 4, or Gears of War 3? Calls cost £1 from BT landlines, but from other networks may be higher and from mobiles considerably more. For full terms and conditions, see gamephrase.bravo.co.uk and please ensure that you have the bill payer's permission before calling. Competition closes Monday at 1 p.m. Looking for a new pet? Well, why not adopt one that can save your life? We're not talking about a guard dog or a first aid trained chimp. No, we're talking about guinea pigs. We've been playing GeForce, and you know what? It's not half bad. Coming up are a couple of facts you need to know about this game. You're probably thinking to yourself, oh, it's just another movie-based game, I won't bother. But give it a chance. Unlike other spin-offs, a lot of time has gone into this one. There's no long cutscenes here to tiny little plot, so no cop-outs there. Most importantly, there's a satisfying story mode spread over 15 missions, within which you'll get to use a variety of weapons and a hilarious range of enemies that will demand that you develop different strategies in order to defeat them. You'll play as Darwin, a guinea pig, who is a member of a secret unit called GeForce. They've uncovered an evil plot by an electronic appliance corporation that turns all of its products into evil robots. And there's only one team that can save us. Boy, did they pick the wrong fuzzballs to mess with. Oh, and if that cuteness wasn't enough to tempt you, GeForce comes with a set of 3D glasses so you can see their cuteness in 3D. Have you seen the movie yet? It came out in the summer of 2009 but wasn't that much of a splash. The Disney-backed production comes complete with the usual array of A-list voices from Nicolas Cage voicing Speckles the Mole and with Sam Rockwell and Penelope Cruz throwing their hats in as well. Mixed in with the animal critters is Brit stalwart Bill Nye playing the evil Leonard Sabre. He makes such a great baddie, don't you think? Don't expect to hear the talent in games though. You know the score with movie-based games. You can't have it all. Now, let's talk about carvies, more regularly referred to as guinea pigs. They're not related to pigs in any other way other than that they taste delicious. No, I'm just kidding. Also, guinea pigs aren't native to Guinea, but rather the Andes. The guinea pig title has a very confused history. Perhaps GeForce needs to investigate this as well. As well as making great pets, they aren't bad as astronauts either. Did you know that both Russia and China have blasted guinea pigs into space and recovered them successfully, unlike us? Obviously, don't try this at home. Like many sci-fi films, in GeForce, machines have turned on their creators, man. Whilst not as creepy as the efforts of the Matrix or Terminator movies, this we're pretty sure is the first time we've been made to go up against electric shavers and desk-fans as enemies. Who knew such terror lurked in such everyday appliances? We don't know what John Connor would have made of this, but GeForce, frankly, aren't going to take it lying down. Now, as we mentioned earlier, the game can be played in 3D. Each game should come with a set of glasses that will help liven up what is already a fairly entertaining game. Just remember to take them off when you answer the door. Well, maybe. After years away from the cinema, it looks like 3D is back to stay at the screens, with kids' favourites Bolt and Monsters vs. Aliens also getting the 3D treatment. We can't help but wonder, will this carry over to gaming as well? Sam Rockwell, who voices Darwin, is a bit of a strange choice for a Disney movie. More used to playing troubled characters, you may recognise him from Stephen King's The Green Mile, or cult classic, apparently, Galaxy Quest. If you want to see more of Sam as he stars in the film Moon pretty much all by himself, or if that's not your cup of tea, you can see him in Iron Man 2 starring as Tony Stark's industrialist rival, Justin Hammer. Let's talk about Mooch. This brave fly is a playable character in the game, and obviously he's more effective when you need to reach small places where Darwin can't go. Remember to pay attention that when you decide to use Mooch that there aren't any zappers in the neighbourhood. Mooch can't resist them, and it'll end very badly indeed. end of our G-Force facts. Get those glasses on and remember the world is counting on you. Just watch out for those soda dispensers. Right then, time's up. Await the website. Just head on over to gameface.bravo.co.uk and give it a thorough going over. Buried amongst all the pretty pictures, you'll find our weekly polls that we need you to take part in so that we can fill Gameface with the games you want to see the most. You'll also find all the details of this week's competition and the prizes that are up for grabs. You don't want to miss this one. It's a doozy. Okay, I'll see you all next week. Bye for now.